freezing. Oh, first swim of the summer. It's freezing. Oh, got to be done though. Morning legends, Monday morning at 9 a.m. I've just finished a great coaching call with a young aspiring cricketer in Queensland, a guy called Luke. We chatted for an hour, we talked through his game plans, understanding his game, playing to his strengths, and we also spoke about his training routine and schedule and what he should be doing. So a lot of benefit for him. Hopefully got a lot of value. I'm sure he did. He said he's really enjoyed it. Here's a little snapshot about some of the things we covered in the chat. So what I encourage the players I work with is to really know your 3 best shots and own them. And anything else on top of that's a bonus. But if you can be the best you can be at those 3, so if they bowl full and wide, you're scoring through there. They then drop short, you're scoring through there. Then their margin for error on the wicket's quite small. Okay, so then all you've got to negotiate then is say, okay, what's the most dangerous ball that can get me out? Whether it's an in-swinger or what's the 2 most dangerous balls and get me out? And generally, it might be one that comes back in, either off swing or off the seam, comes back in towards the stumps, and you either get bowled or LBW, or one that just moves away slightly, starting on off stump or 4th stump, and it's a good length, and that's the danger ball to nick. So you've got to say, okay, I've got to own that length. I've got to own those balls. I've got to be able to defend well. I've got to be able to get in good positions. Yeah. So if you can control the best balls, the most dangerous balls for you, and you can score off the other balls, which you know are your 3 areas, that's where the success comes. That's where you're going to score a lot of runs. Just going, okay, as long as you're sort of disciplined enough and happy to fight through a few periods where maybe they are bowling well. And obviously, stepping back for a minute, you're going to have a different game plan from 2020 or when you need to go for it to when like a 2-day game or a 4-day game as you progress. You're going to have different game plans. So for me, if I'm playing a 2-day game, I'll probably limit, early in my innings especially, I'll limit my zones. I'll still be positive. If they bowl a ball in my zone, first ball I face, I'm hitting it because I back myself and I trust myself to hit it in my zones. A lot of players, when they walk out to bat, they just go, I don't want to get out, so I'm not going to play a shot. And then they get a good ball, their feet don't move, they make a slow decision and they're out. So you've always got to come from a place of looking to score. You've always got to look to score. So even in a 2-day cricket, like Chris Rogers, he got 170 at Lords in the last Ashes, and 3rd ball of that innings, he played a big cover drive off Jimmy Anderson, nicked it over slip. Joe Root should have caught it, but it went for 4. He could have got out for a duck, but he knows his zones. He knows his game so well. The ball was there to hit. He just didn't quite execute it. And he got a bit of luck that day, and then same over, last ball of the over, again, similar ball, and he executed it better, 4 through cover. So he didn't go into his shell and say, oh, I shouldn't be playing that shot, I can't score, I don't want to get out. Good players back themselves when the ball's in their area.
Yeah, okay.
So what you need to do is become very clear on what your areas are and then get better at them. Even though they're your strengths, get even better at them and then know sort of that's my game plan is around those shots, and then it'll adapt to each condition. So each format. So good way to start the Monday morning. I'm now working on editing my vlog and also getting the Monday motivation email out. I've got some resources throughout the week, so just putting it all together at the moment. So that'll go out shortly, and then more sort of video editing and then coaching this afternoon and this evening. So busy Monday as always. Really enjoying it and hopefully giving you guys a lot of value and some content. Just heading to the pool in my apartment complex for a swim. I'm really stiff and sore today. Normally on a Monday I'd try and run or do some sort of physical fitness, but today I'm just going to do a recovery session. I think it's really important to be adaptable with your training. Having played both Saturday and Sunday, I'm stiff and sore. I don't want to be doing too much today. I went for a run on Saturday. So it's all about recovery today and trying to make sure I'm getting my muscles back into peak condition and I'm not sort of exerting them too much. So I'm just about to go for a bit of a swim and have a stretch. freezing. Oh, first swim of the summer. It's freezing. Oh, gotta be done though. Oh, it's getting a little bit warmer. Still freezing. Oh, these are the sort of things you gotta do. Get out of your comfort zone. Take care of your body. It's October here in Perth, hasn't fully warmed up yet, but it's actually not too bad now that you're in. Just having a little paddle, not trying to exert myself too much. Just tick the legs over and just get rid of a bit of the stiffness and soreness. Not only is swimming really good for your muscles, but walking in the water and having a stretch is a great way to recover as well. I'm not a great swimmer, never have been. It's something I have to work very hard at. I'm blowing, I've only paddled a couple of laps. Didn't bring my goggles, so not going to swim too much, but feeling better already. Body's feeling much looser already. Finished my swim, although it was cold. Wasn't actually as cold as I thought it would be. I didn't really want to do it. I thought it'd be freezing, but it's these little things that add up to the big things. It's the people that have the grit and the determination to do things when they don't feel like it, when they don't want to, but they know it's going to add up to the big success. It's not one big thing that makes a difference. It's all the little things. Doing all the little things constantly over and over that make you better, separate you from the rest. So if you want to be the best, you've got to do the little things over and over again. Arriving at Muleman's, got 5 lessons tonight. It's very overcast and average weather outside, as you can see, so I'm lucky to have the indoor centre. Looking forward to working with these young guys tonight, 5 of my regulars, 45-minute lessons, looking forward to helping them get better. On its way down, as it passed you, and you sort of came up a little bit, rather than keeping it right low on the shot, but it was an awkward length. Nice shot. Good. Been a busy evening after coaching, came home, had some food, and then have been getting back to people on Instagram and via emails. Spent the last couple of hours. It's now 10:15. I'm going to head to bed now, but people are asking some great questions, wanting help, but some people just don't realise that I sit here and spend a couple of hours of my own time, my personal time that I could be spending with my wife, trying to help people. We've got people contacting us from all over the world. We've got a lot of guys in India, we've got guys in Sri Lanka, England, all over Australia, you name it, guy in Spain. We've got players and cricketers who are aspiring to be the best, which is brilliant. We absolutely love it, and we do our best to help everyone. But some people don't realise that it is a business and that we are giving up our time for no charge when they ask us questions, and we try and help them as much as we can. But it is getting more and more difficult with the more questions and the more people contacting us. So we do our best, both Simon and I, to get back to people, but if you do need priority help and you're struggling with something, then we have our online programs, and we're going to be going to our membership service very soon so that we can prioritise our attention and our energy for those that are paying customers and that are in our programs, and we're not spreading ourselves too thin. So something I wanted to touch on before I wrap up today's vlog is something that's so common in all the lessons that I do with young players, and also in the messages we get all the time on our social media, is about getting out LBW. And I'll go on about this. If you follow my content, I speak about this all the time. Getting out LBW is usually about 2 things. Number 1, it's your head falling across to the offside, and that then causes you to play around your front pad. And number 2 is taking too big a step at the ball. Now I'll go into more detail on this, and we've got videos on our YouTube channel about these specifically, but what that does is when you step at the ball's traveling towards you and your leg goes towards it, it then gets in the way of your bat swing. It gets in the way of the straight line from your bat to the ball. So to fix that, often ask the player who's doing it when they're in a session with me. I say, how do you fix that? And they think, I step outside it, but that's not the case. If you watch the best players in the world, they don't ever step outside leg stump. They always go at the ball. But the key to fixing it is taking a short step on leg stump, so then you can get your head forward and you can play with a straight bat and get your bat to the ball in a straight line, the shortest path possible to the ball. So there are a couple of little takeaways for tonight. If you watch the vlog regularly, you're going to get a lot of value from these coaching tips. So I hope you've enjoyed today's vlog. It's been a very busy day, a lot of admin, getting back to people and sorting out a lot of the online side of the business, so as well as some coaching lessons. So thanks for joining us again. If you haven't already, please subscribe, please share, please comment below, and thanks for watching, legends.